Hey everybody! Welcome back to another stream of Baldur's Gate. I'm your host, Karen Driel, and this is a challenge playthrough. Let's get into it. Let me get my sound settings correct. That's a bit too loud, I think. There we go. Alright, how's everybody doing tonight? Sorry about that. I went quiet there for a second because I had a weird glitch occur with what I'm using to track chat. And I just want to make sure everything was running properly. As I was saying, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing well, I'm doing tired.
It shall be as you wish.
Today was my first proper leg workout in a while. Whew. I do not like training legs. I really don't. But hey, squats and deadlifts and all that good stuff.
Civilization seems far, city dweller.
It does good for your body. Anyway. So this guy basically asks what we're doing here. And we could have lied and had him attack us. Said that we were basically just here to pillage the village, as it were. And he would have attacked us, we could have killed him and gotten some XP, but that seems awfully aggressive. I don't know. But since we're here to help, he does say that despite the fact his fellow shadow druids will probably support me and my actions, I should have an escort, however, to make sure that I don't quote-unquote harm the forest. The shadow druids are kind of just an evil group of druids. So
you have but to ask. It shall be as you wish.
Either way, we're not going to take his advice. We're just going to continue on doing what we want. And here is an interesting looking guy. Looks like a tree. He's got green leaves for hair, and he looks like he's made of wood.
It would be good for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
And he is a shadow archdruid. What's an archdruid? Basically, he's just a very high-level druid. I don't think he's actually that high-level, though, so I'm not sure what he's talking about. We're gonna disrespect him because he's a pompous.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Unfortunately for him, at this point, we're striking 2.5 times a round for about between 9 and 20 damage per strike, and usually on the higher end of that, so he doesn't stand a chance. He only gives 120 XP, which leads me to believe he was not as high level as he said.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Hey, Brad Jedi. Yeah, disrespect your surroundings and all. So there's the druid that Takia told us to join, Baldur. We're going to ignore that and keep on moving. We're not even going to talk to her. Now, for those of you who were here last time and are wondering where the heck we are currently in the third area of Cloakwood. I know last time the stream cut off partway through due to an issue on Twitch's behalf. So I didn't notice immediately and therefore am a little further, but not significantly. We really haven't done much since the big boss fight and leveling up to level 9. which I'm still so excited about. And interestingly enough, I didn't notice this before, we now have Mind Shield. So Mind Shield means that we cannot be charmed again anymore, which means that we can basically go kill sirens as often as we want now, and they really can't touch us. I wish I'd known this, because I would have probably postponed fighting the sirens until we hit level 9, since I do want to minimize the number of deaths if possible.
Don't mess with nature, or it'll mess with you.
So this guy is another Shadow Druid. They are evil druids through and through. They're absolute jerks. Yes, death to the sirens, Rick. I killed him a while ago, but I wish I'd waited, because now I could beat them without a series of unfortunate deaths. But yeah, as I was saying, Shadow Druids, they suck. And this guy, despite me saying, I just want to enjoy the forest, he's like, and for that you shall die! Which is a dramatic response, I would say. As always, I'm just clearing out the fog of war. I don't actually remember there being too much of interest in this area. You've got the Shadow Druids, of whom we've met 3 and seen a 4th. Or no, I'm sorry, we've met 4, I believe. I believe the guy that we met right across the bridge there. I believe he was actually a Shadow Druid as well, though he was much friendlier than the others. He may have been a normal Druid for all I know. But of course, we also saw Baldur, who we ignored. This is probably the least exciting of the areas. I know there's one more big thing to do, but it's a largely empty area. You may notice there's a big cave over here, and don't worry, we're going to that now. Just wanted to clear out the rest of this area first. Quick save for safety.
It shall be as you wish.
And this guy has baby wyverns. Which, obviously we're just going to start striking immediately. And this guy claims to be nothing more than a humble woodsman. That's obviously untrue. After all, he is just sitting here with wyverns, and we're going to ask him about that. He claims that they are valuable, and subterranean trees yield the best material for carving, ornamental things. Yeah. Subterranean trees. Are you quite sure what you know what you're talking about? Basically, yeah, and here he goes, fine, forget it. I'm training these beasts to serve as guards for the mines. And now, I'll have you eat them! I want to kill them first because wyverns are incredibly dangerous. Now, Peter is not exactly a joke himself. He's dealt more damage to me than the wyverns did with his arrows. But alas, they all fell before our might.
It shall be
Is that
as you
so,
wish.
Rick? I didn't know that was a thing. I've never really watched streams, so I don't know the intricacies of whether, how it determines quality control, or quality, video quality and all those sorts of things. I did not know that there was an option, and I don't know why there wasn't an option for Morrowind. Perhaps just the way the game was running? I don't know. I'm glad you can enjoy this one at a more steady pace, though. Was that really the last thing to do? There's just that cave? I think I'm thinking of the next area when I'm thinking of the last thing that is in the area. It's a very roundabout sentence. Didn't really make too much sense. Yeah, no, this is the last area.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Good timing that we got that level 9, because I do believe, while we've dealt with most of the sirens, I want to say there's something similar to a siren in this area. Let's see if we can hide in shadows real quick. Apparently not. Apparently we're going to fail several times in a row. There we are. Oh, speak of the devil, there she is. The Hamadryad. Well, we killed her too quickly for it to matter, but I do believe that she is an example of an enemy that can also use the charm ability, Dire Charm. What's really interesting is the fact that I'm not aware of her model being used anywhere else in the game, which means that they specifically created a model for a single creature that doesn't show up anywhere else. And if I remember correctly, the Hamadryad doesn't show up in Baldur's Gate 2 either. So it's not like they could reuse the asset later on for the sequel. I have no clue why it works the way it does, why they did that. Maybe there was a quest intended to be done involving the Hamadryad. All I know is that that's the only one out there. At least that I'm aware of. Oh, we have a spider. And I learned something. I was doing a little research on the monk class in this game before the stream started, just to refresh myself on what all they get. And I was very pleased to learn that they gain poison immunity at level 11, which is very possible for us to achieve. Is it probable? I don't know. I don't want to speak on that. But it's very much possible that we can get that. That we can achieve level 11 and poison immunity, because that would mean between the charm immunity and the poison immunity, there's not going to be a whole lot in the game that is truly dangerous in any way beyond just hitting really hard. I really don't want to get killed by these guys. You might go, well, why are you going to be killed by them? And yes. It's possible. Wyverns have an incredibly powerful poison, and it really sucks when you get hit by them. I know I mentioned it in the last stream when we were struggling with the spiders, but I believe that you can get hit by the poison so... Well, I believe that the Wyvern poison is so strong that if you get hit by it, it will tick so frequently that you cannot use a Cure Poison spell on yourself to cure it. Why? I don't know. But, oh, that's a lot of wyverns. Oh, okay. Let's actually run up here. Here we go. Here they're forced to fight us one at a time. Excuse me. Oh yeah, look how fast that poison damage is going through. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, we don't even have a cure. Oh, that's... That might be a death. I don't know. That's not looking good.
My spleen! Alas, my life's blood seeps out.
Ooh, we survived. narrowly. Alright, let's save and rest. Hey, we successfully rested. That usually doesn't happen first try. So yeah, wyverns and their poison, incredibly dangerous. Not a guaranteed kill, we can survive it, but if we start taking a lot of hits in addition to it, it's pretty much over for us. Am I visible? I'm visible. Can I go back into stealth, please? There we go. Drop another quick save. Oh, nice.
How may I be? I shall attend to it in a trice.
A couple more baby wyverns. Oh, and a posse of bandits. Woo! Alright, that crit sure obliterated it. The power of our leveling will start to decrease, however, in some ways, because unfortunately, we now are at a point where when we gain a level, we don't get 10 hit points anymore. We get a maximum of 2. So, gone are the days of getting 10 hit points a level and being massively bulkier. Unfortunately, around the level 9 to 10 mark is when it starts happening. And it is most unfortunate. Now then, where is anything of interest? So we killed a few wyverns. That's about it. And to be fair, it's always good to kill wyverns. They give 450 XP for the babies, and even more if you come across an adult, although the adults are not exactly a piece of cake. I will say that. Ah, Tazloy. Also known as ground beef. It's a very ominous looking cave.
It shall be as you wish.
Yeah. Run. We got poisoned. Oh, no.
My spleen!
We're dead.
Alas.
So, you know how I said the wyvern poison was bad? I meant it. The baby wyvern poison's bad. The adult wyvern poison is awful.
It shall be as you wish. I shall attend to it in a trice. I shall attend to it in a trice.
Can I abuse the door mechanics? That is the question.
You have but to ask.
Not without getting poisoned.
You have but to ask.
I think I'm dead now.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Let's find out. Let's see if I can run. I have a lot of damage on me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to.
My spleen!
Plus, every time I take damage, my character stops walking, which means that I'm moving even slower. Oh, I'm not poisoned anymore. So there's that. Small blessings. And I have successfully run away from them. Okay, that's one more dead. I don't know why I'm getting such weird lag. This game sometimes lags in really odd spots. And I don't know why. I mean, right now I'm guessing it's because I've got the wyverns following me. And I'm wondering if the added animation of the wyvern wings causes the game to lag in a way that it does not normally do. Something to think about, I guess. Ugh, it's really choppy though. And it shouldn't be on my end. This is not an intense game. Ooh, I'd really like to get those guys separated. Let's see here. Can I...
My spleen! Alas,
oh no, we're dead. Okay. I think that I can use
I shall
stunning
attend to it in a
blow
trice.
to start stun locking them. But I need to be able to get the stun on both. Oh no, they're both right over there. I was about to say they're by themselves. No, they're not. Well, they are by themselves in that there are no baby wyverns around. But that's a
Let's
small
give
blessing.
them a right thrashing.
Okay, that's one. Come on.
My spleen! Alas, my
Come
life's
on.
blood.
Yes, okay. Oh, gosh dang it, I got
spleen.
poisoned.
Alas, my life's blood.
Ugh.
I shall attend to it in a
It's
trice.
possible? I was thinking about trying that next, but the issue is that... Okay, so if I'm right here, I'm visible to one. No. Part of the issue is I have the AI on, so my character starts charging, which is not a good decision. Oh, there it is. Alright, we're hidden in shadows again. We've returned to the... Why would you just charge? Idiot. Go on, strike. Strike. Okay, that's one hit. Come on, get the stun. Or get the kill. That works too. I'm not going to complain. A kill's a kill. That wasn't the way I expected to get it, but... I don't believe there's a way to pet the seagull, Rat Jedi.
My spleen! Alas, my life's blood seeps out.
Okay, well, the stunning strike, the stunning blow? Yeah, stunning blow didn't end up mattering, but we did get the kills, so I suppose that's what counts at the end of the day. I'm very sorry, Brad Jedi.
You have but to ask.
Huh. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any wyverns around. Now, I know there were more wyverns than the ones I killed. I only killed, what, 4?
Let's give them a right thrashing.
And I will absolutely try to save and, like, if I rest, I will try to get the kill any time that one spawns. I might die doing so, but these guys give 1400 XP per kill, and we need 208,000 for our next level, so... Is this the best place in the game to grind? Probably not, but it's certainly one of. I'm mainly just doing this because I really want to take a rest. If I can... That's to be expected. If I can get a rest in here, I'd appreciate it. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think I'll have to step outside.
You have but to ask.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a step outside to see if I can heal out there, because I'm at 1 hit point. There we go. Okay.
It shall be as you wish.
So these guards are basically, I believe they're statted out to be as strong as an elite bandit. So they're not actually a joke. They're kind of dangerous. Not as bad as they could be, of course. I mean, they're certainly not wyverns, but they're not a joke. I just want to see if I can find those extra wyverns that I swear existed. I could have sworn there was 1 or 2 more baby wyverns. I could be wrong, but I thought I saw them in there. I guess not. I want to see if we can get 1 more wyvern kill, just to make up for any XP we may have lost from those babies. There we go.
It shall be as you wish. I shall
Now on
attend
to the
it
next
with
area.
trust.
I could honestly spend hours there grinding. Happily, might I add. But I shall
You have but to
resist the
ask.
urge to do so for the sake of the stream. Who knows, maybe I'll return off screen and grind up a bunch. Go ahead and get to level 11, just for funsies. Be able to just decimate the enemy for the rest of the game. It'd take, what, maybe an hour or 2? Maybe 4. It's actually one of the things I've always appreciated about Baldur's Gate, is the fact that you can't really grind. You can, absolutely. I mean, you can just keep resting over and over to spawn enemies. But most of the times, the ones that spawn are not high enough, do not give enough XP to make it worth it. And that's important for someone like me, because I'm the type to grind for hours in an RPG. I genuinely enjoy grinding. And so as a result, I will waste a lot of my life getting extra XP so that I can steamroll the rest of the enemies in the game. I know there's a really fun game by Square Enix called Bravely Default, which is an absolutely great game. I might see if I can get an emulator of it to stream. because it is such a fun game. It may be a 3DS game, I can't remember, in which case I don't believe there's an emulator for the 3DS. But if it's an original DS game, I would definitely like to try and get it, to stream some. It is so much fun. It's by Square Enix. It's basically Final Fantasy, like classic Final Fantasy, but... And when I say classic Final Fantasy, I mean 1 through 6. But it is just... It takes that classic turn-based RPG and elevates it to a completely different level. I absolutely adore the game. But I remember back when I played it the first time, there was a way you could abuse the system to get a ton of XP very early on. And I ended up leveling up to 99, like max level. And I think I was halfway through the game. So, yeah, I can get a bit obsessive with the grinding. Hey, Brad Jedi, we can't pet the seagulls, but I'm petting the wolf, see? That's weird, though. I petted them so hard they fell asleep. Odd. I guess they were tired puppies. Oh, look! More wolves for me to pet. Oh, man. I pet that one so hard he fell asleep in one pet.
Hello.
So, pretty simple. This guy's part of the Iron Throne, and he asks who we are and asks what our business is, and we tell him true, and he decides to attack us. Pretty simple, really. Oh, good, they have a black count on us. Great. Please stop shooting us. Thank you. These guys are dangerous in melee, but they're even more dangerous in, at range. What with their arrows of ice. At least in melee, they just have a regular iron sword. Much easier to deal with. We'll want to get another nap in before we go into the mine proper, because we are not in a great position. We're at a little more than half health, and I know there's a difficult fight in the early part of this area. So I'd like to just move forward, find out exactly where it is. I think it's in the second part of this little region. And then... oh, it's right here. Ah! That's unfortunate. Yes, Rick, I do plan to continue it into Baldur's Gate 2. I don't know if I will do it as soon as I beat Baldur's Gate 1. I will probably not have it be my main game right after Baldur's Gate 1. I'll probably play something in between. I'm thinking about doing a Pokemon challenge run. And then after I do that, which honestly shouldn't take more than a stream or 3, maybe move on to Baldur's Gate 2. Just a little something to break up the Baldur's Gate. Not to mention, I still genuinely have never beaten Baldur's Gate 2, so I don't know enough about it. Like, I can use guides and stuff to kind of help me act a little more knowledgeable, but I've beaten Baldur's Gate 1 time after time after time, and Baldur's Gate 2 I've never gotten past Chateau Irenicus. Okay, so let's see. Good, we got the stealth. Alright. We're gonna have to fight these guys. I want to fight them with stunning blow. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Ooh, maybe it's okay. So what he hit us with, we've seen it before in this run. He hit us with... Oh, it actually won't show it on this screen for some reason. I believe it's called Feeble Mind. Basically, it means we lose control of our character and he does whatever. And that might just be standing against a wall, letting them stab him. It might be striking back. It depends. I don't think we're gonna survive this. If we had come into this fight with full health, I think we'd be fine. I think we'd live through it, but...
How may I be of assistance? Oh, you have what to ask.
We regained control, we're still alive, we got a heal off. Oh gosh dang it, this is the guy that has super speed.
I get right to the killing.
Right. Come on, come on. Beat him, beat him. You can do it. I would normally run away from him. Oh gosh dang it, that was so close. Alright, now that we know they're right there, we will go ahead and take a rest. But, that was really close. I would have normally run away from him, but that guy has the boots of speed, so we can't actually get away from him. But, to you, Brat Jedi, I say ha. I will not stream a cookie clicker. If I were to stream a clicker game like that, it would be the one I actually play, Realm Grinder. But I haven't really been playing that one for a while, so probably not. As for you, Rick, yeah, no, I understand. Something about Chateau Irenicus... Well, for one thing, I don't like higher level D&D or Baldur's Gate. I typically like games when they're at the lower levels. I like the simplicity of it, which is one of the things that draws me to a run like this, a challenge run like this. I can just... you know, just blitz through with no equipment, and it's super easy. But in addition to that, I also find Chateau Irenicus to be one of the worst designed dungeons in any game I've ever played. It just really kills my drive to progress. Oh gosh dang it, we got hit again. It's okay though, we are punching. Come on, get killed. Yes, okay. So we are still feeble-minded just like last time, but the benefit is we've already hit Drasus once, and we've gotten... we are hitting him a lot, actually. And we're at full health. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll make it through this one. I do also understand about the restart-itis, Rick. That is a thing that plagues me in a lot of games. You can ask Brat Jedi. I've been trying to play Divinity Original Sin 2 for ages, and I just keep starting new files. Because there's something about it. I get new ideas, and I want to do them, and it's terrible. It really is. Alright. Well, that was a close one. But we did it. Well, okay, I say it was a close one. It was a close one the first time. The second time around, it was not really a close one. We beat them with 14 HP lost. It was not 5 times. Okay, in 4 days, yeah, it might have been 5 times. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Part of the reason I've played Baldur's Gate 1 so many times is because of how many files I've played. I mean, keep in mind that my original system was the iPad version of this game, so that has probably 100 different save games. But if I look at just here on my PC, a lot of these are for the, like, a lot of these first ones are related to this current run. But then you've got Archeros, which is a party of all archers. You've got my band of paladins, a run where I was playing a guy who used a halberd. Several runs that never even got off the ground. This one's 4 days in. This one hasn't even gotten out of the prologue. This is one where I was playing as a kobold. There's just a couple test files. A couple more themed ones, including one where I was playing as the Power Rangers, the original Mighty Morphin. Just, you can see what I mean. I have a lot of files. And that's just on here. If we were to go look at the iPad, I have even more.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
I don't know why I tried to open that chest. It's not like I could get anything out of it.
You have but to ask.
But anyway, we've made it into the Cloakwood Mines. And I'm going to drop a hard save here, because I don't trust this area. There's
You have but to
a couple
ask.
nasty things in here, and I don't want to deal with it. So here we've got a guard. I'm not even going to talk to him, I'm just going to assassinate him. Which I think that's the first time I can really say we've assassinated somebody. So that guy's...
Me out of this hellhole.
This guy was saying that Anderson, this guy, was speaking ill of the guards, and then he realized we weren't the guards, so he started calling for the guards for that reason. He clearly does not mind being a slave here. As for Anderson, though, he has two reasons for which he pounds his pick against these rocks. I want to know what they are. First, because he imagines that rock to be his captor's skull. Second, because the meager spark that leaps from my attempt is all the light he'll ever know again. If you be a new slave like I once was, you shall learn these simple truths soon enough. That is really depressing.
Get me out of this.
But I get it.
So I kicked him in the head till he was dead.
So normally I just assassinate this guard too, but I want to fight this guy, or I want to talk to this guy rather. So who are you guys? You here to buy some iron or something? Yeah, you know, while you're here, maybe you should give me some advice. My wife's been complaining lately, mostly about our late night life. You see, with all the stress and trouble lately, it's taken a little starch out of my maypole, if you get my meaning. Well, you could get some more fresh air. It might be the fumes down here in the mines. Hey, wait a second. I recognize the bunch of you. You're the guys who've been causing all the trouble lately. Surrender right now. I always am amused by that dialogue, so I always want to let him get it out. Unfortunately for him, we've permanently taken the starch out of his maypole, I feel.
Get me out of this hellhole. Get me out of this hellhole.
So yeah, these miners all say roughly the same thing. And then there's this guy. If you set me free, sir, I can tell you how to bring this mine crashing down around the heads of these fat-headed slavers. We'll set you free. What do you need to know? Or what do we need to know? Well, see, here's how it is. The way to bamboozle these ninnies is real easy. Right here beside me is a steel plug that stoppers up the river on the surface. If you're to release that, then the whole mine would be drowned. Only the master of the mine has the key to open the plug, and he's a real mean cuss. If you were to bring the key to me, I could use it to flood the mine. How do you know how to operate this key? There's a dwarf on the second level of the mine. His name is Yeslik, and he's the last surviving dwarf of the clan that used to live here. Under threat of death, he designed the plug for the master of the mine. Talked with him last time I was in the cells for bad behavior. Okay, let's do it. He also mentions we should find a man named Rill, who's a good friend of his, and should be able to come up with a plan to let all the slaves be released. Let them all know that they need to get out.
Help us, please.
And that guy, we just tell him to get out of here.
Help us, please.
That guy doesn't even believe we're here to help.
Get me out of this hell.
That's another help us please free us.
I can take Drizzt with both my arms tied behind my back.
This guy claims he can take Drizzt with both his arms tied behind his back. Yeah, I don't think so. Because I'm not Drizzt level. And I just one-shot you.
Get me out of this hellhole.
I was speaking about Divinity Original Sin a while ago. Would that be a game anybody would be interested to see on here? I've been thinking about doing a run of it. I don't necessarily want to do it as a main run, at least not anytime soon.
Out of this hellhole.
But it could be a lot of fun. I like the game a lot, although I do have some major gripes with it. So this guy lets us know that we need to get to the 4th level of the mines to find the master, Daviorn.
Get me out of this
And that,
hell. Get me
It's
out
a
of
secret
this
level,
hellhole.
which is an interesting little detail that could be of use to us. Also, you may recognize the name Daviorn from the surgeon that we met way back in the day. I think that may have been before we even started streaming. I don't remember. It may not have been, because I think that was when we were fighting the sirens, and that was streamed, I believe. But either way, we met a guy called the surgeon who healed us, and when we asked him to tell us more about him, he said that he had to stop the evil of his brother Daviorn. And so he apparently was a healer and the brother of the guy that runs this place. So that guy that we talked to just now, that slave, was basically just saying that he was once again reminding us that the plug that seals the mine exists, and you can absolutely destroy the place if you were to use that.
Please save me.
And then this guy just has a sad story of how he used to be a bard, and now his lungs are so choked with dust and withered in the chilly air that he can't even sing anymore.
Get me out of this hellhole. Get me out of this hellhole.
Even though these miners are the same, use the same sprite as the miners in the Ashkel mines, you can really tell from the dialogue that these guys are slaves. I don't know, it gets me for some reason.
Get me out of this hellhole.
Well, the ones that have unique dialogue, at least. Help us, please, free us isn't exactly too emotionally wrenching.
Get me out of this hellhole. Get me out of this hellhole.
Oh, got another guard. It's interesting, you look at this, we missed when we rolled 2, but we hit when we rolled an 8, so we don't have to roll very high to hit these guys, but we will miss more than just on a crit
Get me
miss.
out of this hellhole.
So this guy actually just asked us to put him out of his misery. And we declined, saying we're not killers, but...
Get me out of this hell.
Just how awful is it that... how awful are the conditions here that they genuinely want you to put them out of their misery rather than helping them escape. Ugh.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
So we've made it to the second floor of this place, and there's not a whole lot of interest to us on these middle floors. There aren't really any miners you can talk to, ow, or anything like that. I think there's actually some people we can talk to over here that I forgot about, but I thought this led to an area with a bunch of enemies, so I didn't bother going. But, and as usual, our half-orc brute strength allows us to just wrench open locks.
Help us, please.
Why use lockpicks when you can just manhandle a door open?
Help us, please. Help us, please.
And here it looks like it's just a bunch of slaves that are actually begging us to let them go back out and work. Or at least to leave them alone, and they'll promise to be good. I talked to this guy because I knew that he was going to whine. Okay, Rick. Yeah. Now, when you say you've only played up to the first town in Divinity, do you mean Divinity 1 or Divinity 2? Because they are completely separate games. I've played a bit of 1 and a bit more of 2, and I've yet to see any connection between the two other than the fact that I think they're set in the same world. Just in a very different time period. Like, the two of them are a couple hundred years apart, I want to say. I don't know for that for certain, but... Anyway, I talked to this guard because I knew he would give up. He's begging us not to kill him, and we say, just tell us everything we want to know. But his information's pretty shoddy. We'll let him live. I debated it because, you know, he's clearly just a scumbag. But... who knows? Maybe he'll change his life around now that he's allowed to go free. Oh, come on. 2 goal. Okay, there we go. I got really worried we were about to die to that ghast. Those guys can paralyze us, and if they do, it's not a good situation. Okay, yeah, Rick. I've only played a little bit of the first one myself. I don't really know too much about it. I knew it was a very different game than the second, and I played the second one largely because I had friends that played it. So I don't know too much about the first one. I've dived into it for maybe an hour, and it's on the weird side. The story seems kind of out there. Let's not be seen by the enemy. There we go. I'd like to just kind of scope out the area, see who's who. See, they've got this massive number of enemies, and I'd really rather not have to fight them all directly. Gosh dang it, auto AI. Okay, run. Did I get away before our stealth broke? Yes, okay, good. Ugh. That automatic attack from the AI is really irritating. There we go. Problem with these secret doors is sometimes your character doesn't recognize them as soon as you might want. But anyway, here we see Yeslik and Rill. We were told that Yeslik was the one that used to know about... Or Yeslik was the one that used to live here. He's the last dwarf of the clan that used to live in these mines. And then Rill is the one we're supposed to talk to help get all these slaves out. So let's talk to Rill first.
Help us, please.
And he asks if we're the mercenaries that have been causing so much trouble for the Iron Throne. And yes. So Rill is basically the de facto leader of the slaves. He's just sort of the guy that's been put in charge of them by them, because they, for some reason, trust him a little bit more than anyone else. So he needs 100 gold so that he can bribe the captain of the Black Talons on the first floor, and then he can help all the slaves to escape. So let's give him the money. This is a great example of why getting money from quest rewards is still good for our character, even though we can't pick up money. And then as for Yeslik...
Hi, who's there now? More smithing? Or did ye burrow into another river?
Oh, a fine sight you are, whoever you are. Sick to death of bandits I am. I've been cooped up the longest time, but if ye have a spare mace, I'd gladly swing it for your cause. I can do things cleric-wise as well, so I'm mind as well as muscle. My clan getting a chance to right past wrongs. Can I join you? I've no need of you. Take your freedom and go. You're a bit of a fool to refuse any help, though perhaps foolhardy risks are called for. So be it. I'll go my own way. I will tell you how to hurt these blackguards, though. This mine here, it was my clan's long ago. We were just tapping the richest ore deposits when we breached our riverbank. Most of us died, and those that lived left the mine a flooded tomb. So here's the fool me who gets to trade with the Iron Throne. My friend, Rieltar, learns of my past and tortures the mine location out of me. Now my clan graveyard feeds the Iron Throne while they starve the coast of ore. Here be directions to the river breach. Knowing hands can loosen the magical plug and flood the mine again. Do this for me, and for yourselves if you be against the Iron Throne. I'll make my way out without you, but I'll black a few eyes out on the way. No, thanks, Rick. I appreciate it. I've played a dwarf in D&D more than once, and I played one for a long time, so I've had my chance to practice. Alright, let's stealth. And then we're gonna try something. I don't know if this is gonna work very well, but okay, I'm stealthed. We're going to sneak up here, activate Stunning Blow, and then punch the mage, and see if we can kill her quickly enough to make life easier. So we're gonna move right here, pause so our character doesn't auto-attack, activate Stunning Blow, and then punch. Come on, punch. More, please. There we go. Okay, we got her. Now we are being swarmed, but we are dealing good damage. Let's see here. Can I... Okay, kill this guy. Please. Okay. Now run down here. And then right here. Okay, we got a heal in. That's good, too. From right here, we should be... I mean, we're kind of cornered, but we're also keeping ourselves from being hit by more than just a couple at a time. I say that, although we are being hit by a lot of archers. Oh, what happened there? We still had a decent little chunk of health, I thought. Did we get hit by a... it's hard to see because it's dark, I know, but we took 9 damage from a guard that crit us. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I figured we wouldn't get it on the first try. This is a lot
It shall
of
be
enemies.
as you wish.
I do think I have the right idea, though, trying to get rid of the mage first. Just because she's gonna be nasty if we can't kill her fast enough. Yes, we got the stun on her. Okay. Alright, now run. Okay, we'll run this way, that's fine. Oh no, we are stuck. Okay, this isn't...
My spleen!
And we're poisoned. Yeah, I'm gonna reload. That one did not go well at all. Oh, I completely